Hey, before we jump into the season, I want to pause for a moment and explain something you're going to hear throughout these episodes. As you listen, you're going to hear me say, learn from a lawyer, and that's not a mistake. When I recorded this season, that was the original name of the podcast. And while the content is exactly what I want you to hear, the name needed to change. Here's the honest truth. I was moving fast. I was building, I was creating, and I skipped a step I knew better than to skip. I knew better, but I didn't do better. And here's what that looks like in real life. The original name of this podcast, Learn from a Lawyer, was already trademarked. What I was doing was too close to something that already existed. And once that was flagged, the name had to change. There was no drama, no lawsuit, no cease and desist moment. Just a very clear reminder that even when the content is yours, the name might not be. So rather than re record an entire season or pretend this didn't happen, I decided to do what I always encourage my clients to do: pause, correct it, and move forward smarter. There's a quote I love that says, you do what you can until you know better. And once you know better, you have to do better. That's exactly what this moment represents. A lot of business owners aren't failing because they're bad at business, okay? They're malfunctioning because they don't know what they don't know. And once you do know, that responsibility shifts. This podcast exists to help you know better so you can do better. The podcast is now called Learn and Grow with the Lawyer because this show isn't just about legal information, it's about growth. It's about protection, it's about structure and building businesses that can actually last. You're going to hear legal lessons, business strategy, real stories, including my own. And yes, sometimes that means learning in real time. This experience is the perfect example of why brand protection matters. Names matter, content matters, ownership matters. I catch trademark and copyright issues for my clients every single day. And this time, I had to catch it for myself. That doesn't make me any less credible. It makes me more experienced. And it probably makes me just like you. If you're building a brand, a podcast, content, or a business, and you're not 100% sure whether it's actually protected, this is the work that we do. You can book a brand protection call using the link in the show notes, and we'll walk you through whether or not there are any trademark or copyright issues that are quietly blocking your next level. Okay, now that you have the context, let's get into this season of Learn and Grow with the Lawyer.